You want to cash out your crypto gains, but your bank starts asking for a source of funds? I'm Dominic from Blockpit, and we help thousands of people with their crypto taxes every year. In this video, I'll show you when and why banks or exchanges might ask for it, why proving the source of funds can be so difficult, and how Blockpit's new source of funds report makes it easy. Let's go. When banks or exchanges ask for a source of funds report, they really just want to know one thing: where does your money come from? And there are two key moments when this question pops up. Example: you've been holding Bitcoin on your hardware wallet for years, and now you made gains and decide to sell. You move your Bitcoin from your wallet to the exchange. The exchange may now suddenly ask where your Bitcoin came from, bought, traded, or mined. That is due to anti-money laundering rules and KYC requirements. And until you prove it, you won't be able to convert your BTC into euros. And that's a problem. You probably want to sell your Bitcoin right now because the price is high. But if the exchange freezes everything and starts asking questions, you might miss your moment. Let's assume you solved it. You sold your Bitcoin and sent the euros to your bank account. But now it might happen again. The bank starts asking questions and also wants to know where the money comes from. From 10,000 euros and up, chances for this increase. Transfers get frozen, and sometimes even your whole bank account gets blocked. So how do you get your money now? The problem? There is no standard process. Proving the source of funds is highly individual. You might need things like payslips, tax returns, sales contracts for real estate or stocks, bank statements, crypto transaction history, screenshots from crypto exchanges, proof of mining or staking income, and inheritance or gift documents. Every case is different, and collecting all of this can be a stressful, time-consuming mess. What really matters is being able to prove where your money came from, whether it's in euros or crypto. Which documents you need depends entirely on how you acquired your crypto in the first place. One thing is clear: this can get really time-consuming. On crypto exchanges, you might end up messaging support over and over until they finally have everything they need and approve your deposit. And banks? Often the same story. Some are still skeptical about crypto, and how crypto-friendly a bank is can vary a lot. That can mean slow processes, confusion, and endless back and forth. But one more thing I want to make very clear. Selling your crypto does not mean you have done anything wrong. But the smoother and more transparent the documentation is, the easier the entire process becomes. But here's the good news. We built a solution, introducing Blockpit Source of Funds, a structured report that proves the origin of your crypto in minutes. A format that banks and exchanges actually understand. And yes, this is brand new. Nobody else offers this. A true world first for crypto investors. What used to take days, endless documents, and thousands of euros in service fees now happens with one click with the data you already have in Blockpit. Source of Funds is a fast and standardized solution for a process that used to be chaotic and intransparent. The report was developed together with European banks and leading crypto exchanges. One thing to keep in mind: Blockpit can only cover your crypto history, meaning the source of funds trail back to your first crypto or fiat deposit. Banks or exchanges may still ask for additional documents. But the hardest part, your whole crypto transaction history, is handled for you. Alright, enough theory, let's look at it in practice. So first you have to click here on Source of Funds. One requirement is, of course, that you already imported all of your transactions. The second requirement is that you bought credits. How the credit system works, I will explain later. Then you have two options. You can generate the source of funds for an existing transaction or a planned transaction. So if you're planning to transfer funds to your bank account, let's say in a week, and you want to inform your bank in advance, then you choose planned transaction. That's also how we would recommend to do it. Then you go here, you enter the date, the integration, the asset. Let's say you want to transfer 10,000 euros. Then you click on continue. You confirm to use one credit, and then you click on confirm. The other option is existing transaction. So this you do, for example, you already transferred the money, the bank is starting to ask questions, and you need a source of funds. Then you go here, and the system will only show you transactions that qualify. So we take now, for example, this transfer. Then again, we have to confirm to use one credit. Then we have to wait for the report to be generated. How long this takes depends on the number of transactions involved. So it's done. Then we click on download. We have the option to download it in German or in English. So this is a sample report I can show you. This was a withdrawal from Bybit. It first gives you a broad overview. So you got crypto deposits, fiat deposits. You see any profits or losses that happened, and then the withdrawal in the end. Then you have this origin and transaction flow. So it shows you here the fiat deposit on Binance. And then you can see how your assets were transferred between your integrations. So you have a Solana wallet here. There was a staking account involved, a Sui wallet, and then everything was transferred to Bybit. And that's where the withdrawal happened. You see the data sources. So this shows how all the transactions that were involved were imported into Blockpit. So this can be by public key, blockchain, by API, or manually. Here it shows you all the involved wallets and exchanges, also including the public key, the sources structure. This again is the transaction flow diagram simplified. And this is the complete transaction flow diagram. And to be able to read all this, it's possible to zoom all the way in so that you really get a very detailed overview about all the transaction flows from the beginning till the withdrawal at Bybit at the end. And then at the end of the report, you get the transaction flow details. It starts at level 1, which is the withdrawal from Bybit, and then it goes backwards. In this case, it goes until level 13, the deposit at Binance. So hopefully this report will answer all the questions from banks and exchanges. Okay, let's have a look at the pricing. To create one source of funds report, you need 1 credit. Credits do not expire and can be redeemed at any time. That means you can buy more credits in advance. The normal price per credit is $19.99, but currently we have the launch deal, so it's only $9.99 per credit. You can also buy bundles, so 3 credits would be $24.99, or 5 credits would be $39.99. I hope this answered all your questions about the source of funds report. If you're not at Blockpit yet, click here, sign up, and start with your documentation today, so you're fully prepared for any questions from banks or exchanges.